How's it going, everybody? It is the real Randy Chavez here, coming out with you with a Tesla stock video, and this is just what I am proposing. Or let me just be transparent with what I've done. Again, my specialty, even though it is in risk and data analysis, and I have done very well so far. I am not a professional. I'm not a stockbroker. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I did what I said I was going to do yesterday. I bought VXRT. I bought like 150 something shit, about $2,000 worth at about $12 a share, because it started like yesterday morning at like 3 something a share, ended at 6 something, and then it opened up at like 11 something. I bought it at 12 something, wound up going to 13 something, had a bit of a retrace down to $8 a share. I still think that's a good buy. If I didn't over leverage myself to not only buy that but another share of Tesla, I would have bought more at $8 a share, because that, even though VXRT has, they have that agreement with At Will Medical Solutions, and they are the only oral vaccine in this trial to be able to become a COVID vaccine, the COVID vaccine. Again, the only one orally, which people are going to want to take that as opposed to getting a shot. Taking pills is so much easier. It's something that people just want. Even something that's supposed to make you feel better, people will opt to take a pill that might not work as much. And again, I'm not saying that this won't work, just they'll opt to take a pill over something that they know is going to work. And the pill might not work. Like, I had this friend of mine that had pretty bad ADHD, and she had horrible diet, horrible lifestyle. Okay, just fix up your diet, exercise a little bit. Nah, I'm just going to take this Ritalin. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fun, because she would give it to me, and I would play video games for like 10 hours. I was like, oh, hyper focus. It was great. But people will choose to do what's easier: take a pill or get a shot. They're gonna take a pill because it's easier. It doesn't hurt. People that me like to go to the gym, and I'm scared of needles. As much as these are different needles that give me tattoos, but people are just gonna do that. That's just what's going to want to happen. And even if this company does not get the President Trump approval for the main vaccine, even if it doesn't get that, there's still an innovative company that's working on oral vaccines. So that's why I bought it. It's a long-term hold. It could go to $5. And I even told my friend Mark, I told him to buy it. He bought it 13, then it went down to 8. He was a little salty. I was like, listen, it can go down to $5, go down to 4. This might not get that seal of approval, but they still have a good company to work with. So long term, even if it goes down to $4, $2, long term hold. And again, I didn't put a lot of money in; I just put $2,000 into it. But Tesla, again, down to like 950 something. I think about it 960. I got another share. Brings my total shares up to 37 shares, and slowly but steady, I'm getting that 100 share goal. I don't know if I'll ever have that. I actually told myself today, unless I sell a whole bunch of Pokemon cards real quick, it's gonna get. I'm gonna stop buying for a little while, because I'm getting so much. Maybe at work in the lending business, maybe make a couple sales, maybe make a lot of smart decisions, and still have this $4,000 that waiting on for the last job. Maybe that'll go into stocks. Maybe into Pokemon. I don't know, but. What I will say is that this is a fun ride. Tesla right now, the estimates keep going up, which is good and bad for the stock. People had estimates at 60,000 units, delivered and sold, and I was like, listen, that is going to be the bare minimum. Even with Fremont shut down for 7 weeks as it was, Tesla has estimated about 30,000 units sold and delivered from Shanghai, and about 10,000 units sold and delivered into Europe. So that's 40,000 right there, and Fremont, I hypothesize at doing about that, about 78, not total 38,000, but estimates now are leading more towards 40. Well, there's some estimates that say Tesla's going to have 95,000 vehicles, units sold and delivered, and I don't think I can believe that. That'd be great, because they get Q2 inclusion, but as the estimates from everyone else go up from 60,000 to 70,000 to 80,000, Tesla's not going to blow them away like they were. I still think they're going to get, was it 78? I think they're going to get 80,000 deliveries. But even if they meet standards, which I'm sure they will, everyone's expectations, that's not the same as them having, the standards being down here, their expectations, and then blowing them out of the water. That would make a bigger splash for the stock. And if their expectations rise to what they're actually going to do, and even if they meet them, it's still good, but obviously not as good. Doesn't make that big of a splash. Doesn't make that for that big of a headline. Part of me, Elon Musk wants a profit just so he could say that, hey, I made a profit. I don't think he even wants the S&P is coming regardless of whether they get a profit or not. It's going to come after Q3 because Q3 is going to be fucking huge. And in Q4, they'll be included in the S&P 500. The S&P is coming. The inclusion is that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We've known this for a while now. Elon Musk, I don't think he really cares about that because he knows that's coming anyway. I think he just wants to say, like, hey, despite COVID, despite being shut down, despite everything happening, despite every single other automaker taking a massive loss, despite every other automaker saying that, hey, this is our plans. Ford saying we want to be carbon neutral by 2050. Ford is going to be destroyed by then. There's other automakers saying, hey, we're going to merge together and pool our resources, and we're going to have autonomous driving in a certain amount of years. We're going to have self-driving. And despite all of that, they're all taking their plans and they're shelving them. They're taking their entire pieces of data that they're taking electric vehicles and they're putting them on the back shelf because they have to deal with the massive losses that they're incurring because of COVID. And Elon Musk wants to say, like, yeah, well, we made a profit, so fuck you guys. And I want him to complete that just because he deserves a win. And, he's had a lot to deal with the last few months. But part of me doesn't want them to do it because part of me wants these Tesla shorts and these people say, like, oh, see, Tesla, they have some competition and COVID. They prove they can't recover. They're over-leveraging themselves. They're growing too quickly. And I want the stock to go down so I can buy more. I just want to buy more. Most likely, it'll be trading sideways for a while. But, again, they have such a lead in everything. There's a Motley Fool article. Forget this dude's name. But he said, like, oh, Tesla Energy is failing and it's not what it once was. And I don't know if he is short Tesla. I assume he is because Tesla has a subscription service now where you don't need to buy the full roof. You don't need to buy the power. You could subscribe to the Tesla solar roof thing. And the subscription, what you have to pay each month, will cost you less than what it saves you. So I don't understand. It doesn't cost anything to install. They'll just install it for you. And the subscription to it costs less than what it'll save you. So I don't know what the fuck this guy was thinking from the Motley Fool saying, oh, people are not interested and they don't want it. Of course they want it. And it's going to get cheaper. This is, oh, God. But whatever. All this Tesla bad news, making it go down to $950, $960. Cool. I get it at a discount. I get it at 4 or 5% discount. And I'll keep buying. I shouldn't. I have 37 shares already at, my cost base is now $7.40 a share. It was in the 600s and I kept buying at the top. So, but again, this is something that I see is 3,500 by 2025 if they don't solve autonomous driving. 7,800, $7,000 to $8,000 a share by 2030 if they don't solve autonomous driving, but they will. It's not including energy. That's not including HVAC. That's just. Tesla's got this. Tesla's got this so much. So bullish on it. That's why most of my portfolio consists of Tesla. So I'm over-leveraging myself to buy more because I believe in it. Anyway, guys, I love you all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.